What do we do with children whose crimes are so serious that they need to be locked up?
Right, you lad wanting to stab members of staff at Vinnie Green, watch him.
I'm going to have a BF.
Yeah, are you?
A bitch fit.
Yes, I know what a BF is.
Paintbrushes, they sharpen the ends and they can use them to stab.
What is the reality of working with these young criminals?
OK, it's a flare that's just gone off.
Ah! You're fucking daft, Marcus.
We've got to be the SAS of the teaching world, really, here. A lot of the public want boot camp, you know, bark at them, run up and down, you know. But the trouble is, that's all great, but they actually don't have to do any thinking for themselves there.
He ran into the house and upstairs to get out of his school clothes.
I love the kids, they're fantastic. They're the best part of working here.
Can teachers make a difference to young people who have already gone so far off the rails?
I haven't been home for 3 years. So I was in Swansea for 2 years, and I've been in the children's home for a year.
It is depressing thinking that you've done all this work and you know there's all that potential there, and then they might walk out straight to the same area where they originally committed their offence, and they're going to get the same people knocking on the door.
Vinnie Green is a secure children's home housing some of the most dangerous and troubled young people in the country. These children have been sent to Vinnie Green either as punishment for a crime or for their own protection.
They can come here for a range of crimes. It might be very simple, taking and driving away, car theft, moving up maybe burglary, assault, wounding with intent, right up to the more serious crimes, indeed up to murder.
Despite the seriousness of their crimes, the emphasis at Vinnie Green is not on punishment, but on rehabilitation.
They're going to be frightened, a lot of them, when they come here. It may be their first time, or it may actually be the end of quite a long journey. But the first thing that we try and make them feel at Vinnie Green is safe and secure, because until you've dealt with that, you're not really going to engage them on anything else.
Many of the teaching staff at Vinnie Green came from the mainstream and found that they had a talent working with this kind of pupil.
They are the naughty kid in a mainstream classroom, the one that you can't spend enough time with, but all of the kids are like that here, so you kind of see them all as they're just children, they're just teenagers.
Could be something else round the side. There are 3 in total that are missing.
For a lot of the young people here, it's not about a second chance at education, but about getting their first chance, even if it is late in life.
I've never done a puzzle before.
Those two are working together as a team to find out the 3 missing pieces in that puzzle. And basically, it is a shape recognition, of course, and the most important thing is to work within a time frame, which is 40 minutes, to finish a 100-piece puzzle.
Class sizes at Vinnie Green are small, with a maximum of 4 pupils to 1 teacher.
Right, knees, look. Pull it over. Oh, dig your knuckles into it.
This not only minimises the possibility of trouble, but allows teachers to focus on individual young people and give them much-needed attention.
Right. I don't think any child is born bad. No young person acts out unless there's a reason. Lots of young people in here have been in care all their lives. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with the care system, but they've not had the stability and the love and the protection of a normal family. Consequently, they are just totally allowed to run loose. Now, you're going to try and fit it in one of those big ones, so do you like to roll? No. Right, well, listen. Yes. A child will only feel safe if it's given a line to cross. So if you lay down a line, it will push that line and then it will realise where the line is and won't cross it. Or if they do cross it, then there's a consequence. Well, most of these children, it is a bit of a generalisation, have never had any boundaries. And they don't feel safe. That is why they do so well here, because they feel safe. They know the consequences of their actions and they know exactly what's going to happen.
Education at Vinnie Green encompasses even the most basic of social skills.
But a lot of the young people are pretty damaged and they've never played in their life. You know, they're in a situation where they have no understanding of the rules of play. And so, for instance, on the badminton here, if we were just messing around with our kids at home, if the shuttlecock went down on my side, I'd go and pick it up. Now, a lot of the kids over here, when they first came in, what they would do is they'd flick it through the other person or kick it, or, you know, and they expect the other person to kick up. And after a while, of course, that's going to get irritating. And then you get the frustration building up, then you get the arguments, then you get the potential for trouble. So what we do here is we spend a lot of time sort of doing games like street rules, which is like street rules badminton, which is basically all you're doing is you're playing, sort of tapping it to each other, trying to keep it going. But I will explain, and Mark will explain, that if you drop it by your feet, you're the one who picks it up.
While teaching staff try to be understanding of young people's behavioural difficulties, it is never far from their minds that many of them are convicted of very serious crimes, and certain precautions need to be taken.
Teaching at a venue like this, and when I first started here, it was very difficult, is the opportunity for danger. So many everyday innocuous items that you just leave lying about. Every pencil has to be accounted for. Danger comes in the most unlikely places.
So what's that?
This is a safety pencil sharpener. No moving parts. The ordinary pencil sharpeners that you buy in the shop for 20p, the blades can be easily taken out in 2 seconds. Even such things as little round pointed scissors have got major implications. There was one occasion when I first started when I couldn't account for a pair of scissors. So as soon as I realised that, I had to tell control. They locked the whole school down. Every kid was taken out of lessons and placed in their rooms and was metal detected. Kid attacking another kid. Clay rollers, obviously. Again, innocuous in an ordinary school. The plastic rulers we tend to leave out or not take much interest in, but metal rulers there, major weapon. Screwdrivers, obviously. Clay cutter, that could be serious in the wrong hands. How? Well, ligature, strangulation.
At any one time, Vinnie Green can house up to 24 young people. 2 of the longest-serving current inmates are Marcus and Robbie.
I come here to the centre, myself, and like, do you know when people come, they ask, like, say for instance, Robbie was already here, and Robbie, like, to every new kid who comes, you go, what's your name, or how old are you, where you from, stuff like that, yeah, they always ask you. And then when they ask you that question, you normally am asked that question back, and that's what I done to Robbie. And I was like, oh, I'm from South England, and he's from Portsmouth, and that's like near each other. So then, like, that's how we become friends, and we started talking, and then, now that's where we are now. We've just been really good friends since.
Marcus is just about to be released. He's made good progress at Vinnie Green in both his academic and social skills.
When I used to be in a normal school, it's like 30 kids in a class, isn't there? And I need more help with it from the teachers. The twins. And that's why I found it really hard to concentrate and stuff like that, because I didn't get the help I needed in normal school. And then I started mucking around and then too much, and they just kicked me out. See you in a minute, called Ricky to the others. Ricky and Ben saw the others coming across the park, right? And Rocky, I've gone up nearly by 2 years on my reading thing, because I've done an assessment with a guy called Paul in induction class. I've achieved loads of things.
Those 2 letters.
The staff think I'm a very nice person, like. They think I engage with everyone really good, well. I try to keep myself out of trouble. That's what the staff told me, yeah.
One of the biggest differences between Vinnie Green and a normal school is that at the end of the day, the young people aren't allowed to go home.
This is where the staff sleep at night time. These are the young people's bedroom, things like that. These are all young people in here, bedroom. The incentive level is what you're on, there. Gold's the highest, blue and green's the lowest. For the first few weeks, when you first come, they don't know what you're fully like. They don't know if you're a self-harmer, if you're likely to harm yourself or if you're fine, if you're not going to harm yourself, yeah? So just to thinking from stopping you from doing that, yeah? They take your stuff out your room, they take like your phone, they take your trainers outside your room, they take, what else? They take things like laces and like cords in your trousers and stuff like that out, yeah? And they take them kind of just in case you want to hang yourself or something. Like that. But then, like, I'm not on that. I'm on a normal thing where I'm allowed my phone in, I'm allowed my everything like that in. And basically, that's like, what's come out of his. He ain't got a phone because he smashed his. But there's these trainers what had to come out just over there. That's Michael's trainers what had to come out. See you in the morning, yeah? Okay. Yeah? Yeah. That one, yeah. Oh, cool. Good night. Cool. Thank you. Take care. Good night.
Many of the young people at Vinnie Green need a lot of encouragement to complete even the most basic tasks. Within classes, teachers offer their own reward systems.
Don't you even think about it, Robbie. Robbie?
Come on, it's got the lid on. It's got the lid on, see?
Good, come, give it back to me.
Told ya.
Do you want to do that one? There are
fuck
20
that.
pieces missing.
You give us 20 packs of sweets.
20 packets of sweets, yeah.
Yeah, no, look, listen, yeah. Packet of sweets, every piece of the puzzle missing. And there's 3 pieces of the puzzle missing.
That would work, yeah, if I was really rich.
Do you know little packets like that? I reckon you should just get us a packet like that. We half a bag each.
No. Half a bag each. Yeah, that'd be all right, yeah.
We get a bag, we have half of it. He said, yeah,
I was thinking more like...
Morrison's.
Fox's Glacier Mint.
Yeah, get me a big packet of them each.
But the unit as a whole operates a points system which rewards good behaviour. By staying out of trouble for 6 weeks, Robbie has achieved the highest level of privileges.
Hello. These are my trainers, and I've got loads more my clothes, my pictures. I made this today. It was a calendar, so when I get out. So, get excited. My PlayStation 3. Well, that's when you get goals. You get your PlayStation 3, your LCD 19-inch. In here, my shower, my toilet, shower gels, taps, and me.
All pupil privileges are conditional on maintaining good behaviour and can be lost in an instant if they break the rules. And getting away with anything at Vinnie Green is nearly impossible. The most common infraction is violence.
I suppose coming to work here, even though you hope it's not going to happen, you accept that it is part of the job, that at some point somebody's going to throw a chair at you or swing for you or something.
For their own protection, every member of staff carries a small device called a flare.
Do you want to see a flare? Yeah. So teaching staff and care staff carry these all the time. Care staff carry radios as well. I press that and I get 9 people through the door.
How quick?
From there, however long it takes to get from the control room down to here. So 2-3 seconds.
And flares can go off at any time.
OK, that's a flare that's just gone off.
So, John, what's happening now?
OK, a flare's gone off. That means one of the teaching staff has pressed the button that we carry on our keys, and that's if there's an incident where a young person, for whatever reason, needs to be removed from a classroom quite urgently because they're either putting themselves or others in danger. OK, obviously something's happened here in the classroom, and a member of the care staff's here has taken the young person out of the classroom, and they're trying to resolve it. Obviously, our aim is always to get them back into education, but it may be necessary for them to have a time out, spend a bit of time with the care staff, calm down and find out what's happened and why it's happening.
As well as the everyday dramas, a constant stream of new arrivals means everyone has to stay on their toes.
But you've got a new influx of students coming in. So what you're seeing is a bit of the sort of, as I would call it, the primeval pecking order, in where they're trying to find out where they would fit in. And it's very much the boys are like that, in that, you know, it literally gets down to, you know, could I beat him up or could he beat me up and things like that. So there's that undercurrent of a sort of, I would say, like a simmering potential violence.
Twice a day, staff get together to discuss pupils' progress and flag up worries and potential dangers.
Today, new lad, he doesn't like authority figures, wanting to stab police officers, and he would stab members of staff if Vinnie Green should he be put there. So we'll have to watch him. Yeah, and he's all full of bravado. Last night he wasn't worried. He's done this, he's done that. He knows everybody in the security estate, and then went into his room and burst into tears. So obviously he's not what he's
putting a
up
face
to
on.
be, if you know what I mean.
Despite his imminent release, Marcus is still struggling with his behaviour. Last night, he was involved in a fight.
Instance last night, Marcus had an incident with Kieran down in the gym where he assaulted him. So Marcus is 40-hour red carded.
Marcus will spend the rest of his time at Vinnie Green without a television or stereo, deprived of the privileges he had worked so hard to earn.
Because basically I had a fight with one of the other young people here. And basically, like, that's why I got a thing called red card for it and lost it.
Bad behaviour just prior to release is no surprise to the staff at Vinnie Green.
What's gate fever? Tell me about that.
Oh, it's just a little slang saying, really, in here, when I was in a prison service, is when a person's going, we notice there's a little bit of change in behaviour. That's all. Because obviously they've gone through their sentence, and like Marcus, you're seeing it in Marcus, you're seeing a slight change in Marcus now. He's very, very excitable, and, you know, he's not settled anymore, because he's going into a new environment.
To keep Marcus's final 24 hours trouble-free, staff employ a well-used strategy.
What I'll do is I'll wait till the main groups have moved, okay? Because the more people that comes into contact with each other, and the more chance that something may happen. I mean, I don't know what's happening with you look at the logistics of the group. You know, somebody might not be getting on with somebody and he might be waiting to see him. He could be in a different group and they're going to meet and this, that and the other. So what we always try and do is we try and keep them separated as much as possible and keep them in as many smaller groups as we can.
Well, there are lessons to be learned from these environments for mainstream schools. You've really got to be patient with these kind of kids. They can be brought round, but they need an awful lot of patience. You've got to get to know them. They've got to trust you, and they've got to trust that you are on their side. If they think that you're just another confrontational object in their lives, then it's difficult to work with them.
It's important to know your child, know what the child's limits are, know what the child's triggers are as well. So when you know the child, then you know how much to give the child for the child to succeed.
If any pupil has got behavioural problems, there's normally something causing it. Now, one of the biggest ways I think you succeed is being really pleased to see them. And you've got to be enthusiastic. They've got to feel that when they come in here, that you are personally pleased to see them. They're welcomed, they are safe, and they're going to get on.
Marcus, let me out use your right trainer quickly. What? So I could kick it. My right trainer, what one's that one? The right. That one? Yeah.
If you make a promise to them, never not do it because you're doing exactly what everybody else has done beforehand. If you say you'll do something for them, make sure you do it. And if you can't do it, that you're honest about not being able to do it.
The pride and joy of Vinnie Green is its vocational centre.
Someone's robbed the sevens, Sam. Someone's robbed the sevens.
Have an 8, sir. Well, basically, what we try and do in the vocational is whatever a young person wants to try, anything in the building trade, be it roofing, plumbing, bricklaying, plastering, tiling, we can always accommodate it. One young lad wanted to do plumbing more than anything else, so we let him plumb all this sink unit in. And if you look at the standard of work, that was all his own work, all the copper pipe work.
As well as learning skills which can help them find work, the young people will soon get to practice living independently in the life skills training flat.
Life skills is basically about when they leave here, so they can get used to knowing what goes in a fridge, what goes in a larder. Yeah, they don't know sometimes. So you always look for an easier way of doing things, yeah?
Many of the young people at Vinnie Green are unlikely ever to achieve major academic success, and this kind of training is priceless in giving them future chances.
Lovely. That's much I can get, but it don't fit in the sink.
Yeah, it does.
Don't know this one, don't?
Yeah, it does.
And getting it back out.
Yeah.
Right, come, watch.
What can't you do then?
How does that fit in the sink?
Oh, yeah. Didn't realise that. All right, half a bucket.
I'm a donut.
The vocational centre is not only a good place for the young people to learn, it's also been built by them over the years.
What we've done is we've put in the drains and connected them up to soakaways. A couple of lads we had digging the holes there and then connecting up the pipes, connecting up the gullies. If we can have a little walk round, obviously there wasn't any tarmac here, this was all mud. So they must have had about 10, 15 tonne of type 1 material, and they just levelled it all with planks and levels, and we levelled it all. Another little lad, tiny little lad, used to get the mixer out, and he put that set of curb edgings in, which the tarmac's laid to, so they had something to work to, and he did that all on his own. Made a fabulous job. Never done any of that sort of work before.
Robbie is hoping to take the skills he has learned in the vocational centre into life beyond Vinnie Green.
You know, going to college, yeah, I will. Going to college, I want to do painting and decorating. Because I'm all right painting and decorating. Well, here I am anyway. I like painting. Decorating, well, I just can't wait to go to college.
You're going to try and not get locked up again?
Yeah, I'm not, well, I know for a fact I ain't going to get locked up again. So, don't know what else to say.
What do you reckon you got out of being here?
I think I've improved on my fitness. Yeah, by loads. I used to like couldn't run like Richie at all, yeah. But now I can run quite far. Yeah, and I can run for quite a distance, if you know what I mean, like time. And I've improved on my reading and writing stuff. Yeah. God, and just doing. I don't know. Just like yeah, just improved. I'm about to go home.
For the staff at Vinnie Green, a youngster's release brings mixed emotions.
I came into teaching to make a difference, and I kind of feel like I do a little bit here. Then they go, and then it, you know, sometimes it goes a bit pear-shaped, but so yeah.
Do you worry about them when they're going to go?
Some more than others. Oh, sorry. I think you do, but you forget them really quickly as well, though, because you've got a whole new batch come in, and you've got to be on the ball, and you've got to be, you know, thinking about them, not what Marcus is doing next week. And the ones that you don't hear about are usually the ones that succeed, because they don't come back into the system, which is a bit sad, really, because
Well, mate, better look after yourself. No more trouble, mate.
Yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? What, more trouble? Yeah. No trouble.
No, no trouble.
No more trouble. Mugs game in here, I told you that before.
You first get red, white, time, did they?
I'll ring you, innit? I'll ring you.
I do worry that they won't be able to hold it down and they might repeat past mistakes. I do worry about that. But I suppose it's the nature of the beast, really, and you do your best and you hope that you've set them up with tools that they can use and apply when situations of temptation come along.
Can you get a lane for me, please? I ain't even tried to get a lane. I'm not joking.
Okay, we'll come through and see if we can get your lane.
A lane split. Yeah, cool. Thank you, friend. Nice meeting you. Nice meeting you all. Keep it safe. Thank you.
Pleased for him, obviously. But there's always a wrench when they go, especially if you've built a relationship with them. There's some you'll never forget. But hopefully Marcus will be out there and make it good.
I always am hopeful. But I don't know, I'm an optimistic person. I am always hopeful.
I'm going hard!
Sorry.
Bye!